everybody. Today I want to talk to you about Nutrition 101. There's so many choices out there. How do you decide? Whoops, hold on, I gotta get Lily. Come here, Lily. Come here, Lily. You want to be in the movie? There's Lily. Anyway, there's kibble, there's canned, there's dehydrated, there's raw. How the heck do you choose? There's so many choices. Well, every food is not good for every dog. So we've got to figure this out. We've got to figure out, do you have a senior dog, a puppy, a really active dog, a regular couch potato like mine, and sometimes Lily? So we've got to figure it out, and then you choose which food. So here's some things, rules of thumb. The hardest to digest is kibble. The easiest to digest is raw, because it's closest to fresh. And then you throw canned in there, and you also throw dehydrated. So those are the do's on which should we look for to start. So now that we've decided what kind of dog we have, how do we choose what kind of food? Well, does the dog have a sensitive tummy? Is it a senior and maybe can't eat that kibble anymore? Maybe need to switch to canned? Or do we have some kind of special needs? Is he a diabetic or maybe some kidney stone issues? Whoops, Lily's back. Let me get her. Come here, Lily. Come here, Lily. Ah, there's Lily. So we have to decide which food are we going to allow our dog to eat that is best for that dog. Do we need to go grain-free? Why do we need to go grain-free? There's a lot of marketing hype about grain-free today that we just don't need. Of course you want to avoid wheat, corn, and soy. That's an absolute necessity today. Stay away from any food that has the wheat, corn, and soy as a mainstay for your dog's diet. So once we choose that, then we decide, do I need grain-free? There's two dogs that an oncology doctor or the cancer doctor will tell you needs grain-free. What are those two dogs? I'll tell you in a minute. So when I say I absolutely was on this horrible food that had wheat, corn, and soy in it, my dog was so upset, now I think I need to go grain-free. You don't necessarily have to leap from A to Z, and the expense can be enormous. So let's talk about that. Let's say you have a basic food. Let's say it has rice in it, brown rice, preferred, or oatmeal, which is great, tapioca, another way, because what the kibble is trying to do is have a binding agent. And so those binding agents keeps the food together, the kibble. Sometimes when we go with grain-free, it has a lot of potatoes, white potatoes, which spikes the glycemic level, and the dogs don't do well. And we're also finding, because a lot of the grain-free foods went with white potatoes, now the dogs are sensitive to those white potatoes, so we have to be careful in that. So let's get back to a basic food. So my basic food needs to start with blank meal, M-E-A-L. What's meal? Well, think about oatmeal. Oatmeal is just a consistency. So is chicken meal, salmon meal, turkey meal, lamb meal. But we want to start out with meal. And the reason we want to start out with that, it means it has 300% more protein than if I just said chicken. So chicken meal, we want to start out with chicken meal or beef meal or whatever, okay? So we want to start out with meal. I want you to think beyond the first 5 ingredients. Everybody comes in and says, well, tell me about the first 5 ingredients. I want you to think beyond that, because there's ingredients beyond the first 5. Of course, we want to see proteins, and if you're going to have carbs, you want to see good carbs. So that's a lot of information in one video. So oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to tell you the two dogs that should always eat grain-free. Grain-free dogs, reason is they're genetically predisposed to cancer. The two dogs, a boxer and a golden retriever. You want to always make sure that a boxer and a golden retriever is on grain-free. And a lot of times those boxers have sensitive tummies, so they're going to want to go on grain-free. And remember, beef sometimes is the harder to digest, so be careful with that one. Boxer, golden retriever, always grain-free. Thanks for now. Talk to you soon.